I just woke up and checked out Cerebi.net, and I see that the Pokemon Sun and Moon stuff is out now. And I've got mixed feelings. So first of all, the Legendaries look as cool as they always look. I'm kind of okay with the fact that the Lion Pokemon is, kind of a knockoff of Pyroar, and even the Moon Pokemon is kind of a knockoff of Noibat or Noivern. But their designs are sick as hell. I mean, they look beautiful. They look really cool. Like, that's definitely something that would look sweet as hell in the game. So it's forgivable. It's, what are you gonna do? I mean, I remember when Xerneas came out, I remember thinking that Xerneas is a knockoff of Sawsbuck or whatever. So, what are you gonna do? But they do look beautiful. They look really freaking beautiful. Now, the starters are a different story. I don't mean to be, like, nitpicky, but, like, come on. After all the cool starters we've had, Charmander, Cyndaquil, Squirtle, Froakie, who else? Torchic, Snivy, who I love. I love Tepig. There's so many great starters. We get a barn owl, a cat, and a sea lion. Ouch! It hurts. Ooh, it hurts. Ouch, ouch, ow, ow, ow. I mean, I kind of like the owl. The owl's kind of cool. I've always been a big fan of Noctowl, and I like bird type Pokemon in general, and owls are cool. For a starter, I'm a little bit questioning on that. But the cat is the thing that really gets me, because we have had too many cats already. We've had too many cats in the Pokemon world. It's like every generation there's a cat, and it's like it's never interesting. Like the last one was the psychic cat from Generation 6. It was the what was it? It was Esper, and then the two evolutions that were male and female. Those were fine. At least they had like a niche in the metagame or whatever, but enough cats, especially for a starter. You know what? That cat, it better evolve into a tiger. That's the only way that can like really be forgivable to me, is if that cat evolves into a tiger type. Because another fucking cat, give me a break. And then the sea lion. Ever since Oshawott, it's like they are trying to like take water Pokemon and make them like goofy as fuck. We had Froakie, which was like, as soon as I saw it, I was like, oh god, that's a little silly. Obviously, Greninja was a new phenomenon. Greninja was pretty cool. But Popplio, a sea lion, oh boy. I feel like they're just designing these for the anime now, just so that Ash can get a Popplio and have this like little like floppy thing. That's the thing I don't like about sea lions. They're floppy and fat and silly. I mean, the thing has a clown nose. When I originally started playing Red and Blue back in the 90s, none of the starters had a clown nose. They didn't have a clown nose. And I'm really sorry to be like nitpicky and be a hater, but I don't want to have to pick between an owl, a cat, and a sea lion for my picks. At least Generation 6, they're cooler. Although I guess, now that I think about it, one was a fox. One was a weird little, I don't know what the grass one was. And, well, anyway, the point is, they need to, what were they thinking? What were they thinking? These were really the best designs that they were able to come up with? Ugh, it hurts. It hurts. Oh, it hurts. Oh yeah, and then on top of it, are we just like playing with Calum now all the time for our character? Or like, what happened to like the days when like the main character of the game like had like a really like interesting uh, look, you know? Like think back to like to Gold's, or I guess his name was Ethan's design from Gold and Silver, or how about Brendan and May's design from Ruby and Sapphire with like all that cool lycra. I mean, it was so weird, but it was cool. Diamond and Pearl was kind of meh, but it's like ever since Black and White, which is my personal favorite games of the Pokemon franchise. Ever since Black and White, it's like the main character that we play with has a very general look. It's been very generalized. You know, just a simple baseball cap and like shorts and like a jacket, which we got to kind of customize in X and Y to a degree. But I don't know. I like starting with a character that already has like a bold, cool, interesting design. You know, I want to play with another Brendan. And I mean, he looks just like Caleb. And then the female trainer, I feel bad for the women again, because it's not enough they had to battle with like pretty Serena the last time, but now they have to play with a woman with a flower on her head. Okay, I get it. Like it's like tropical, like Hawaii, but Hawaii is not tropical. But I get it. Like, you know, it's island themed. But ouch again. Ouch. It's just painful. Why would they do that to women? That sucks. Women have not been able to play with like a badass female character since since I'm gonna say going all the way back to like Ruby and Sapphire. Like May was like the last cool character that women really had to play with, because she looked cool in that. She was a really cool, interesting, playable character. And then after that, you had the girl from Fire Red and Leaf Green who had like a pretty little white hat. That's totally like, that's not cool. That's not cool. That's not badass. I mean, it's fine. I'm not gonna knock it, but it's not like, you know, it's not fucking badass. And then after that we had Platinum, where we had Dawn, who was again had like a little pretty like white hat with like long hair and like a little mini skirt, and then after that we had Heart Gold and Soul Silver, who we had to play with Lyra, and the women had to play with Lyra, and she looked like from the Wizard of Oz. Like it was like that like big old hat with like little cute things. I just was like, and like overalls, that was not cool. That was not cool. And then the guys, we got to play with Ethan, who just had a really cool design. Yeah, it's just not even fair. And then oh, you know what? I take that back. I thought that the female character from Black and White looked kind of badass. Even though she had the short shorts going on, I thought she looked kind of badass with her baseball cap and her like big ponytail. Anyway, I'm going off way on a tangent that really doesn't matter. It's really just based on personal opinion. But I gotta say, you know, this Sun and Moon thing is I'm sure it will be a great game, but I just feel like they're not really juicing me for all that they could get out of me right now with what they've released. Again, the Legendaries are really sweet. They always are. They always do a great job with the Legendaries. But man, those starters are rough. Those starters are painful. I'm not gonna lie. I really can't get into them. I'm sure they'll probably have some cool evolutions, one or two of them, but I don't know how cool you can make a sea lion. You know, I'm really hoping the fire evolves into like a tiger. I think that would be a great move. We haven't had a tiger since Raikou, how you pronounce it. And I guess the owl, Bob probably will just end up evolving into an owl. So, awesome. Another grass flying type. Let's release another grass flying type before we fix Tropius. That's makes a lot of sense to nobody. I mean, what else can they do? It's probably just going to stay grass and flying, which is like one of the worst types ever invented by the Jump Luff line. Has so many weaknesses and just like does not have a strong offensive prowess. You know, you send out anything with steel, and oh, I just realized I had a gross thing on my face the whole time. Ew. You send out anything with steel, and you're shut down unless you have something to counter that normally flying grass types are not going to have. Like you're not going to have. They're usually not going to have a fighting type, a fighting attack, or ground, or fire, or what else counters steel? Fighting, ground. I'm not even sure if ground does, actually, now that I think about it. Yeah, it does. Fighting, ground, and fire. Anyway, yeah, that just seems like a recipe for yet another bad type combination. I'm kind of predicting that it seems like the cat is probably going to evolve into dark, it seems, based on the color scheme. I think it's going to evolve into dark and fire. So we'll probably get like another Houndoom type, perhaps. I could see that. Maybe. That I really hate the water one. It's like I think it's super adorable, but not for a starter. I would have thought that would be a great addition to any Pokemon game, but not for a starter. Nobody wants to play with a sea lion with a clown nose on its face. That really bums me out. Oh, that makes me feel painful. Alright, well, I have nothing to conclude this with. I'm just looking at the Alola region now. Sounds like Aloha. Clever. Very extremely clever. Everybody was right, the people who said that it was going to be based on the Hawaii region. It looks like it is based on Hawaii. That was very perceptive. But again, I think the Legendaries are a good addition. I think their design is fabulous. The White Lion looks sick as hell. The Dark Bat looks also sick as hell. I think I'm probably going to pick Moon just based on that legendary. So, we will see what happens. Yet another Pokemon generation coming down the pipe. I cannot even believe it. I could seriously play Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire till the end of time. Those games were awesome. I hope to God this does not mean we're going to get a remake of Diamond and Pearl. Give us a remake of Red and Blue this time if you're going to do a remake. Do another remake, but make it, Red and Blue with good graphics. I would play that. Or like people have been saying, do some kind of combination game. Alright, I'm going to shut up now.